So we're back at the front, and I'm going to make a quick right over here. It's not very well labeled as a path. It would take us over to the path along the other side of the fence of the roadway to the area that the mockingbird, oh, what the heck was that mockingbird? Well, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Tropical mockingbird, I think it was in this area here for, well, back in 2012, I guess it was. Boy, they've let this grow up a lot. This is an area that might be worth setting up. I mean, all you have to do is get a boardwalk or something to let people know to turn into that. Or maybe you don't. You know, I mean, the thrasher, I think, running around underneath here. Didn't bring my binoculars in. Well, I talk about, I mean, there's just, it's crazy. Oh, that's beautiful. I have to come back here just to get some pictures of that. So here's, I guess, the water resource. So that's the gate further north, I guess. We're coming up on the there's the second, or the next water feature. Boy, oh boy. I'm sure there's another one over there with that rope, or the chain blocking it. I was told that there were 5 drips at 3 locations, and I'm thinking that there's 3 over here. But I'm not positive about that. And I can't see them. located or something. Reminds me of when I was a kid. So we're going away from the road now. And I believe that there's a drip right here. Yeah, I remember it now. It comes back in. Right, got the hose bit they're running. I think we could do something better than that. I'm thinking PVC, at least, and see if we can bury it for that matter. So this is Roseanne's water feature, and it's got two drips here. All right, so there's two, there's three, there's four. There must be two of them over at that middle location. We're going back again away from the road. There's property to the right that probably doesn't get a whole lot of, I don't remember a lot of people walking it, to be honest with you. I think between this section here and the wooded section on the other side of the entrance, I haven't been here enough to say that there isn't, but when I've walked, I've almost never come across people when I'm walking out along these fields and further back on that. I have to look and see what the well, here's a hose set up right here. I don't know where it's going. It doesn't have anything attached right now, to be honest with you. So now we're going to walk along the fields. Initially, I thought this would be a good location, along the edge of the between the tree line and the fields. But I've always had problems with bugs getting me, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's the time of year I come, so I'm going to talk to some people about this. But the deer fly are always getting me on this little area, and that's the last thing I want to do is associate, where nobody wants to go because they're getting just eaten up. too bad because I think that there could probably be a lot of good things here. We're back to that area that we initially came to on that first walk before we turned around because the flies were getting us. You see the down tree over there. Now we're walking. We're going to come up on the back side of the water. That main drip area. Got some really nice trees out here for sure. I can see how this would be a draw for sure, for sure. Here's the back side of the drip. See if I can find a place that we can peek at it. You can see the right there. And there's the seating area of that drip. We're going to walk around the back side of the big pond here. Maybe. See how bad this is. I don't think I'm going to do that because it looks like it's overgrown. They're not keeping this part up. We'll go around on the other side. So again, there are two spots that we're looking at right now. Someplace on the other side of this pond over here, or right at the entrance to the right of it. What you got?
One flycatcher, and there was something that made some kind of weird chip I hadn't heard before, so which doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay, fly, and that's the thing too. DEET only ticks off, ticks
it's
off
mosquitoes.
ticks off deer flies.
Yeah, it doesn't touch anything for them. Yep, I knew that. Yeah, that's the only way to get them is just to swat at them.
Generally at the back of the neck is where they get me.
Yeah.
Or under my glasses.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'll be back.
Did you find that other tree?
Yeah, I found. Well, are there two underneath the mulberries? Mm-hmm. Just one, and then there's two over there with the behind the woods.
Yeah.
And then there's
two here.
One. Where's the second one here?
They're side by side.
Oh, they were. Okay, so 2, 4, 5. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
The activity on that, in that area just to the right of the entrance that's got, if you're not paying attention, you walk right by the path that walks along the fence line.
Mm-hmm.
How much activity goes in? I mean, they use that just to get to the other drips, right?
Well, I mean, it's got the little pasture there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just depends on the time of the year.
Okay.
It can be good for sparrows. It can be good for, your maybe like the tanagers and the same thing, kind of like where the mulberry, behind the mulberries is.
Uh-huh.
So it just really just.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And this has been the main.
Yeah. What
main
about
for what's been here.
during spring migration?
Yeah, it could be any. I mean, it's all
Anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And they generally they move, you know.
So you weren't birding when the mockingbird came through, I guess.
No, I was right after that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where it was. That's where it hung out. Was over there. Tropical mockingbird. Yeah.
Yeah. And they showed me where it built its nest.
Yeah. I wonder if any of its.
Well, he did have babies.
Yeah, I know, and
So I don't know. Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about him.
that's interesting.
That's just like looking through my pictures. When I first came here, they still had remnants of the hybrid. What is it?
The tail.
You know, golden fronted
Oh.
woodpecker. Is that what it is? Golden yellow, golden something woodpecker.
Yeah.
Combined with the red belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still had a little bit of yellow on it.
Oh, I gotcha.
But it's all gone now.
Yeah.
All bred out. All right, man.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too.
So now we're starting to walk into areas that's not as active. People still walk it, don't get me wrong. But people just usually stop. That's what I've seen over there at the drip. I don't know, it's laziness or what the deal is. So that's the lake, the pond right there. I'm not sure what they're tying this off for, what they're protecting. Or maybe they're just trying to keep people on the paths. And here's the path along the back side of the pond. Oh no, this isn't the back side, this is the middle of it. Okay. So, obviously, a bench doesn't seem, I mean, that's nice, but I think that there's better ways to spend the money. So in front of us and to the left is the wooded area. So you've got lots of trees, but not much in the way of, you know, lower level stuff. Everything's going to be up there at the top for the warbler. I'll come back through it in just a second. Some beautiful trees though. It's a nice grove. Here we go. So here's the back of the pond. There's a nice location right there that could be taken advantage of. thought I heard. So this one goes to the back side. I mean, this follows the back of the pond. And the other to the left would have taken me to the further out, but it's a really pretty location actually. Huh. Roseanne Jordan, she's the one that had the drip, and she's got a bench over here too. I believe. Now we're back to the fields. And not really anything. I'll probably come up with ticks if I keep walking out there, so I'm not going to do that. I'll go this way, see what I can get to the backside that I didn't go to. Yeah. And there's a path going down even further. There's a bench out here. Just kind of sit and enjoy the woods. Going back towards the road right now. I guess we'll turn right and go into the woods and see what we've got back here. If I can show you. One of these deer flies are pretty, going straight for the eyes. Gotta watch out for snakes.
Time 48 minutes 49 seconds. Distance 1 mile. Pace 48 minutes 48 seconds per mile. Split pace 48 minutes 49 seconds per mile.
Well, I guess you heard that. I'm not walking very fast. Well, the blue jays like it out here. Looks like there's a owl box up in the tree up ahead in front of us. This is pretty much got several acres of this going straight up to the road that way. I need someplace with light. I think the suggestion of having a nice blind with multiple water features would be something to at least think about anyways. I don't remember if I've walked this path or not, to be honest with you. Oh, I think this is where I come up on it. And this takes us back to the right into the woods over there. So we're just gonna walk back this way. I really like this spot right here. I'm going to go back through this way. That's the spot I thought I liked before. We're just going to take this up in the front. Damn things bite. Yowza. Deer fly got my thumb. Is that thunder? Sounds like it. Turn right there. There's all sorts of paths. I don't know how many of them are real and how many of them are. So, those are the areas I wanted to cover anyways. I'm gonna go back and get my camera and do a little photography. See how that goes.